Boom! What's up, everybody? You're watching The Beast on Primal Rage. And none other than this guy. Oh, so it's going to be a two-part video. It's going to be short, but it's not going to be sweet. Anyway, before we get into today's video, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Don't miss any more reviews. If you like to follow me on BitChute to get my political commentary and to get informed as to what's going on in our country and around the world, go on to BitChute and subscribe to Spaceman Reviews. Oh, anyway, so we know that a few years ago Disney acquired Fox for $72 billion. And this is what they plan on doing with these big franchises such as Predator and FX's showrunner guy is going to be manning the helm for the new Alien TV series. And it's a big mess. Plus, we're also going to get into with Black Widow. The box office projections don't look good, and we're going to get into that. So, it says, and it's by entertainment.com. So, FX's Alien showrunner says, it's not a Ripley story, it's about inequality. Inequality, huh? Inequality. Yes, because that is what the Aliens franchise has been missing all this time. I'm sure when those aliens attack all those space marines and destroy the colony on LB-426, they were doing it because, well, you know, it was all about equal rights. We got it all wrong this whole time. It says, if the movies are about the people you send to do the dirty work, Noah Hawley says the show is about the people who are sending them. Yes, this is really going to work. This is going to work. I mean, if you look at Predator 5, Predator 5 for Disney says we'll focus on a native woman who goes against the gender norms. And this one here is going to be about inequality. You see where I'm going with this, people? How is this going to, who are they making this movie for? This is not being made for the fans. What the fuck? Inequality? Oh, it says Xenomorphs are coming to FX. And Legion and Fargo showrunner Noah Hawley is offering up some new details on what to expect with his new project, the Alien TV series. You know, I'm really sick and tired of these lackey filmmakers just pushing their own politics on the people. Why don't you just make a movie where you have aliens killing human people? You know? Why don't we have terraformers and colonial space marines and the technology that they use? It seemed to make Aliens one of the best sequels of all time. I mean, you got Empire Strikes Back. You got Aliens by James Cameron, and James Cameron pulls up another win with Terminator 2 Judgment Day. And they totally don't get that, man. It says he's offering up new detail. Oh, great. It says, first announced at the big Disney Investors Conference in December, the show will be the first story from the franchise set on Earth. Oh, man. Hawley confirms in a recent interview with Vanity Fair that means it's not a Ripley story, which means, people, there's going to be nothing to see here. The empowered woman. So it's not going to be about Ripley. Sigourney Weaver's sci-fi heroine will forever be an icon, but the executive producer says those films from the directors Ridley Scott, James Cameron, and David Fincher have been told pretty perfectly, and he doesn't want to mess with it. Well, that's good at least. His show is, on some level, about inequality. Fucking hell. First the Comanche Pocahontas is going to be fighting gender norms, and at some point the Predator, because we got to get today's politics in. We got to get today's politics shoved down our fucking throats again with the Predator, and now they're going to do it again with aliens. It says, in mine, you're also going to see the people who are sending them. So you will see what happens when white people, when the inequality white people we're struggling with now isn't resolved. If we as a society can't figure out how to prop up each other and spread the wealth, spread the wealth, man. Just like socialism, right? Redistribution of wealth. If we don't get into socialism, society can't okay, what is going to happen to us? Well, if we don't do socialism, we're probably going to have a free country that we can make the lives the way we want them to be. Oh, God. Spread the wealth. There's that great Sigourney Weaver line in Paul Reiser when he says, I don't know which species is worse. At least they don't F each other over for a percentage. Oh, he says, let's take the alien out of the show. Well, then why are you going to call it Alien? Oh, so the title, people, Aliens, or Alien, is just going to, is a sucker punch to pull you in. This is a bait and switch. Kind of like what Kevin Smith is doing with Master of the Universe. You see He-Man, but what you get is another guy whose name is Tila. Oh, man. He says, what's the show about? What are the themes? Who are the characters, and what is the human drama? Then we drop the aliens back in, and we go, this is great. Not only is there a great human drama, but then there's some aliens. Oh, yeah. You hear that, people? Do you see what's going on with this? So tell me, I mean, is this the alien show that you've been dreaming of? It got me lost when they canceled Neil Blomkamp's Aliens 5, which was basically going to be Aliens 3, where we had Corporal Hicks back. We had the pulse rifles. We had the Space Marines. Newt is older now. Ripley's alive. Other fucking people are alive. Nah, because Ridley Scott had to do his stupid woke ass Prometheus movies so he could preach his fucking religions into it. And now Disney got a hold of it, and now they're gonna do a alien titled TV series that's about space truckers that get effed over by the white male corporates who send them inequality. Oh, and then we'll throw in some aliens here or there, because we title it Aliens. And then we got Predator 5, which is about Key, the Comanche Pocahontas, who's going to be battling her male tribe, dominant tribe, on gender norms. No, I'm not going to clean the fish. I'm going to shoot bows and arrows and be a warrior. Yeah, because that is what's going to sell, right? Yeah. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Oh, it gets better, people. It gets better. Over in the MCU, it says, and this is by Bounding in the Comics, Black Widow box office projections really look bad. One of the main things I think we all been asking is anybody really excited for this anyway? I mean, the MCU, this MCU with this character in this state is ended years ago. And sorry for saying, but I hated Endgame. I thought it was one big 3-hour woke turd. A lousy time time-traveling sitcom. And then they just throw everything in there. We got another Lord of the Rings battle scene. They had to throw in the feminist A-Force in there. Stand aside, Peter. I think you're holding that for me. And then he had all the bitches lined up. Captain Squarepants and her Justin Bieber cut. But now, it's like years later, they make a Black Widow movie that's set between, get this, Captain America Civil War and before Avengers Infinity War. Which in Endgame, they kill the character off on the planet with Red Skull. So Hawkeye could get the Soul Stone. A sacrifice had to be made, and she was the sacrifice. So all these years later, they make a Black Widow movie, but it doesn't get released because of the pandemic. The theaters closed down. But the whole time, this movie is set for the franchise that ended years ago. Does anybody at this point honestly care about Black Widow? Oops. I don't think so. It says, box office tracking forecast website Box Office Pro recently released projections for Disney and Marvel Studios' upcoming Black Widow film, and they don't look good. It says, predicts Black Widow will have an opening weekend between 65 and 90 million. However, specifically home in and predict the movie will make 77 million in its opening weekend. For its domestic total, they believe it will make between 155 to 225 million. I don't think it's going to make that much, people, but we'll keep track of that. It says the numbers are abysmal for the MCU, despite Box Office Pro trying to put a spin on them, claiming the movie is still some kind of event tentpole with a 4-quadrant appeal. That's to attract more people back to theaters and set new pandemic-era benchmark and the domestic international box office. Which we all know, people, that Marvel's going to be female. They're pushing all of this. It's going to be all female. It's going to be all predominantly female. They don't want the men in it. They don't, because here we have Scarlett Johansson criticize Iron Man 2's hypersexualization of Black Widow, which I'm not going to get into this, but she just basically says this Black Widow movie that's about to be released in a few weeks isn't going to be the same Black Widow that she was in the MCU in its first run. Because in the first run, she believes her character was just weak and she was being sexualized by all the male characters in the movie. Well, first off, Black Widow's character, even in the comics, was that she was sexy, and she used that to lure the bad guys. She could make herself look weak, fragile, just like an everyday, hot little chick, but then turn around and totally lay out a whip ass. She was a secret agent, and it was a good character. And I would think that somebody who's played this character for 10 years would understand that. And she has no clue. So while she's spouting this out of her trap, this is not going to help sell this movie. And the fact that this character is already dead. But I'm pretty sure you're going to sit through 3 hours of bullshit just to see how she comes back for, phase 4? Who cares? And as far as WandaVision, as far as Captain America and the Winter Soldier, oh, I mean Falcon and the Winter Soldier. Of course, they did turn Falcon into Captain America. What are they doing? Loki looks like it sucks. I'm not hearing good things about Loki either. So all this weak ass shit. And now we got this. Oh yeah, oh wait a minute. I forgot we got Black Widow. They better release it because we forgot about it. But does anybody at this point really care? Anyway, we got Aliens is going to be one woke turd, and it looks like Black Widow is going to be a woke turd as well. Predator 5 is going to be a woke turd. Is there anything Disney is doing that isn't going to be a woke turd? Anyway, people, we're going to wrap it up with this. Anyway, leave your comments down below. Let me know what you think. Get involved with this. Make sure you follow me here on Primal Rage, and we're going to keep you updated to see what's going on with pop culture. We're not having a good time. We're not having a good time this day and age. We're not having a hell of a lot of luck here with pop culture, but we're not going to stay quiet either. Anyway, get your rage on. Till next time, be safe out there, and good night.